What's up, y'all? This is your boy Evergreen. Welcome to the Man Called Evergreen podcast here. The Bible verse we got for today is comes from Philippians, 2nd chapter, verses 7 to 8. And it reads, "But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself, and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross." Basically, it says that Christ was not just the Son of God, and we all know that God came in human form through his Son, Jesus Christ, but he wanted to show an example of what a person should be, especially if they're going to be a child of God. But not just for the people at that time, but also for future generations years on. So, if you're a child of God, then you know you try to live your life humbly. You're not living off a reputation of being all big and flashy and just being, being all in vain about other things. But you're just trying to be trying to be respectful, humble, hardworking, intelligent, but not too much. In other words, don't be a showboat, especially if you're trying to live your life for God. Because Christ wasn't like that growing up. Christ wasn't like that during his time. And God doesn't want you to be like that either. But he does want you to see his miracles, his wonders. If you be humble, good things happen to you. If you're not humble, then basically you're just gonna crumble by your own weight, the way of your success. Because being a child of God means like you don't ask for much. You just ask for God to take care of everything for you. But when you're not a child of God, basically you ask for too much, and when you ask for too much, it'll be too much for you to bear. That's why for those of us who are truly children of God, he only gives us as much as we can bear. Because if we ask for too much, then it's going to crumble to the point where we'll just be all lost and confused, and we'll lose our way. We'll be destroyed by our own greed, our own vanity, our own sins, our own successes. That's why it's best to keep it simple and not be all about other stuff that just material or just very sinful. So let's try to keep that in mind. Let's try to be more godlike in terms of being all about just being humble and try to be helpful and love one another. Not like my boy Roman Reigns, who in case y'all didn't know, I met him briefly one time during a show where I did for his father, the legendary Sika, the Wild Samoan, in Pensacola a number of years back. And before he became Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the going into God mode, he was just a normal, humble guy, who was just trying to look for his next move in life. And he found his calling by going into the family business, and look what he's become 12 years later. So all I gotta say is, but other than that though, Roman, he's a pretty humble guy. He plays a character on screen, where he's all high and mighty and stuff like that. He got all these championships, he got all this power, but to be honest with you, he's just a really humble guy, who loves his family, and he loves what he does. But but he knows when to shut it off and shut it on. Put it like that. So I gotta give props to Roman. I gotta give props to him. So if he's listening, just let him know that his boy Evergreen he's proud of him. Even if he doesn't quite fully remember our first meeting all those years ago at the Knights of Columbus Hall in Pensacola, Florida. But anyways, I just want to give a shout out to my family. If you know who you are, then I'll give a shout out to y'all, as well as to my regulators. And I got some ideas coming up in mind also I want to try to like bring up. I want to try to add onto the show. So I can try to like, try to get y'all heard out there if you want to. And as well as, just try some new things. Trying to make things better. Because it's never too late to become better at something that you're doing. So anyways, I'm out of here. This is your boy Evergreen McQueen. This is the Man Called Evergreen Podcast. So straighten up and fly right. And I'll see y'all later.